Welcome to an all-new episode of the No Rules Podcast. I'm Aaron Hilton, as always, joined by my main man, Malik Smith. Malik, what's popping, man?
I'm good. Had a morning, but I'm good.
Yeah, nah, I mean, we talked about it. That was a hell of a day. It's gonna get better though. That's the good thing about starting it off so low is that it can only get better throughout the day. You would think. You would think.
That's a very nice way to look at it. Yes, I
Yeah.
like that. Like that perspective.
I'm a nice guy sometimes.
Yeah,
You know,
sometimes.
I mean, we
Sometimes.
could get it. We could get into the varying levels of my niceness and some things it might have had to do with the hat that I chose for the podcast today as well. But we'll get into that a little bit later before
We
dad
will.
rules, man. But I wanted to get started today. You just said such an immaculate rundown. I feel like that there's no need to make any adjustments. It's
Wow, thank
Halloween.
you.
Happy Halloween to the people that's tuning in to the No Rules podcast today. So hopefully anybody that does choose to celebrate or however you do choose to celebrate that you're having fun, responsible, um, fun, but fun nonetheless. Let's get started here with some NBA overreactions here, Malik. I'm going to start with mine. So I'm going to choose one that's non-Sixers related first because I mean everybody knows that I'm a Sixers fan at this point, and it's real easy to jump out the window when your team is 4-0. But I'm going to start with a non-Sixers related overreaction. I'm going to go with the New Orleans Pelicans are in full-on panic mode right now because it's looking like they're going to be giving up a top 3 pick to Atlanta.
I don't even think that's an overreaction. Like that team.
I
That
mean, they
team
have
is
Zion. They still have Zion on the team. So a team
yeah.
with Zion, you would think, is going to find a way to turn it around, especially skinny Zion. And if he can stay healthy, you would think they'd find a way to win some game. But like right now, they're looking like a bottom feeder, and they're looking like a team that's going to have quite a few ping pong balls bouncing around in there.
Bro, they're not good. Like they're just not good. I don't really understand the team. Um I like I think they just signed somebody like another they signed DeAndre Jordan. Um
Yeah, they did off the street,
Which,
and he dunked on the
like, I'm
Celtics.
like, I'm like, I don't even, I don't understand what the point of that is. Like, why do you have so many centers? It just doesn't. That team doesn't make any sense to me. I don't understand why they should have traded Zion 2 years ago. Maybe they thought his value wasn't high enough, so they're waiting for this season to trade him. But there's like no scenario in which I see him being on that team. Not that that's like necessarily a bad thing for them because it's not like they've made the playoffs once in the time that he's been there, and he was hurt that season. All the guys from that team are gone. Ingram is gone. CJ McCollum is gone. Like I don't really get it. Like I don't really think that's an overreaction, bro. Like I really honestly think that they might actually end up with the worst record in the West.
Yeah, no, I mean it's a tempered overreaction, but it was more so an overreaction based on we're not even like a full 2 weeks into the season, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? And it's
yeah.
still so early, like, okay, the Sixers are 4-0. Are they gonna be the number 1 seed in the East? No, they're not. Is Maxey gonna win MVP? No, he's not. Like, those are all equal overreactions, so to not choose the Sixers one and to choose something that's equally overreact now, it could still be true. It doesn't just because it's an overreaction doesn't mean that it won't find its way to being true, but, I think it's a little early to go ahead and say that the Pelicans will be rivaling that what was it, the 2013 or 14 76ers team that went like 10-72 or some shit.
No, I don't think they're gonna be that bad. I don't think
Yeah,
like the Nets. The Nets might be that
the
bad.
Nets are definitely that bad. Like right now, I mean, I'm sorry, Nigel, but like you in the group chat, you were talking about like Cam Thomas calling him like CT and shit. Like, oh, we got nicknames for the niggas on this team now. I feel like you gotta earn a nickname, but I feel like there's 1 through 13. There's not a single person on that roster that's earned a nickname, brother. You call
If
him
his
by his
nickname
government name. His name is
if
Cameron Thomas.
if his
Okay,
nickname was CT, it's because he always gonna chuck that. You know what I'm saying?
I
He
got you.
always gonna chuck
He
that.
gonna put it up.
CT
He gonna
actually
put it
makes
up.
sense in that context.
Yeah. Or you can add an E to the end. Like either way, you know what I mean? But let's
Yeah, either way.
all right. What about you? What's your overreaction?
I'm really surprised you didn't go Sixers. I was hoping that we
I
could.
said I wasn't gonna choose the Sixers one first. I want to hear what
Yeah.
yours is, and then I'll give my Sixers overreaction.
He said, "Oh no, it's coming. Don't worry."
No,
Um,
it's definitely coming.
I'm gonna go wild. Like I wanted some craziness for this conversation. Yo, I think Austin Reaves is going to the Hall of Fame. He's going to the
Yeah.
Hall of Fame after he like makes 6 all-star teams because this man has been going absolutely freaking nuts.
I'll
It's
take you. I'll
insane.
take you one further. Luka Doncic is holding Austin Reaves back. You know,
Hey, hey,
Luka Doncic is officially on the trading block because
yo,
Austin Reaves clearly Luka is a system quarterback. Because as soon as he went out, Austin Reaves was like 50 burger, triple double, 40 burger. Like,
game
I
winner.
mean, say what you want. Say, you know what I'm saying? Say what you want about JJ Redick. Clearly, he knows how to coach guards to greatness because save a missed free throw late in the game. Luka would have had 50 in like the second game of the season. Austin Reaves in the first game without Luka Doncic, he goes for 51. Then he hits a game winner in the most recent game. And LeBron ain't even back yet.
You know, I think the craziest thing about it, I mean, for if anyone doesn't know, Austin Reaves went undrafted out of
By choice,
Arkansas.
though, I feel like it's important to note that he would have been drafted somewhere in the early to mid second round, and he was telling teams not to draft him politely because he wanted to. He had an idea of a fit for a team. After he didn't go in the first round to get the guaranteed money, he wanted to go to a place where he thought he'd really get a chance. So he was telling teams like the Pistons, I think, was one of the top teams that everybody talks about. He even I think talked about in an interview that he had talking about going undrafted. So it wasn't that no team saw him and liked his talent. It was he knew what he was worth and what he was capable of. And once he didn't get a first round pick, once he wasn't one of the top 30 picks, he politely asked the other teams to let him go undrafted.
Yeah, that doesn't change. Like he should have been drafted in the first round, obviously. Like
That is
he's
true.
clearly had. That's what I'm saying. So
Yeah, yeah, okay.
the fact that he went undrafted because some team, even the Lakers, like I don't know if they had to pick that year, but thank God for their sake that he fell to them. Um, this guy, from the time he stepped into the NBA, I remember the first time I saw him was when he hit that game winner in Dallas. Like it was like a corner three. LeBron found him, and I was like, "Who the heck is this guy?" And then I think he ended that season. They weren't good that season, but he ended that
Mhm.
season with like a triple double, a 30-point triple double in Denver. It was a meaningless game, but like I just remember being like, okay, this guy seems like he could be kind of good, but I would have never, ever guessed he would be scoring 50 points and then 40 points the next night and then hitting a game winner, running the offense. Like he looks like a legit like star out there. And he's going to the Hall of Fame. I'm just go ahead and say it. Just prepare your speech now, Austin Reaves.
Oh
You're
yeah,
in.
I don't know. I mean, Springfield loves them white boys, so you know what I'm saying. Like, it's almost a guarantee at this point, etching in stone. Beyond the fact that it's important to note that the Hall of Fame is not the NBA Hall of Fame; it's the Basketball Hall of Fame. All his time at Oklahoma will be counted as well.
But did I say Oklahoma? Was it Oklahoma or Arkansas? I'm sure I'm
I think it
wrong.
was.
You
I think
probably
it's
know.
Oklahoma. I'm pretty sure it's Oklahoma. I can look it up, but
You're right. It is
yeah,
Oklahoma.
yeah, yeah.
Yep, it is.
But yeah, so they count your college stats and everything else as well. So that's why there are some people in the Hall of Fame that just kind of like, really, this guy? But no, I'm with you. So now we're gonna jump out the window. Now we're
Go
gonna
ahead.
jump out the window.
Go
Now
ahead.
it's easy to say Tyrese Maxey for MVP, and you know, valid, rightfully so, even you might say. But why don't we just go ahead and lock it in here? VJ Edgecombe will win Defensive Player of the Year, and he will win first team All NBA. You know what I'm saying? Like this is
Okay. This is what I
this
wanted.
quite possibly he's quite possibly the best thing since sliced bread. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I was so violently wrong. Like it's actually crazy that the one sport that I decided to be like kind of temper my fandom on and like kind of like allow the things to build around and like fight my baser instincts to reject the offseason moves was the Raiders. And that was the one team I was right about. I was loudly against the Garrett Crochet trade for the Red Sox. I thought giving up Brandon Montgomery was just one step too much. I really liked that prospect. I still do. I still do think it was a lot. I think you could have, I would have rather them included Marcelo Meyer in that trade than Brandon Montgomery, but whatever. Um, Garrett Crochet probably should have won the Cy Young this year.
He was good.
He was very, very good. Fuck you, Tariq Skubal. But no, this year it was no secret. I was very, very loud about it. I can't remember if I said on the pod or not. I believe I did say it on the pod that I would have rather them taken Con Canuple. Now Con has been very good for Charlotte. He has been. And he would have been an even better fit in Philly as a floor spacer type of guy, and a guy that falls into like accepting that role as third or fourth option. Just stand in the corner, make a three kind of guy until you trust him to do more type of player. But I gotta say the VJ Edgecombe experience has been nothing short of breathtaking. And I haven't even gotten an opportunity to watch a full game yet. Just to see the way this team runs up and down the floor and the things he opens up for Tyrese Maxey. It's the floor has opened up in a way that it hasn't been since we had James Harden on the team, and even then it wasn't as open because James Harden was so ball dominant. It's kind of just like your turn, my turn. With VJ, he's constantly moving. He's constantly applying pressure. He uses his athleticism on both sides of the ball, which you don't see a lot of young guys do these days. And it's so refreshing to see that this team is just leaning into their athleticism, and into their shot making, and they have somehow found a way to still let the big fella go ahead and get his 20 points a game, and then you go ahead, take a seat. We're gonna take it over in
We're
the
gonna
fourth
win the
quarter and
game.
win this. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like we'll let you get your 20 points. We'll go down
Yeah.
10 to the Wizards on the road, and then when it's time to win the game, you can go ahead and sit and watch and grab your towel and be a cheerleader, and we're gonna go win the game.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I think that's actually the most amazing part. Like, obviously, my boy VJ, my boy. You see how he's my boy
Yeah,
now?
right. Now he's
He's
your
on
now
your
he's your
team, but
guy.
he's my
Yeah.
boy because I like him that much. But no, obviously VJ and Maxi, that's it's exciting to watch. The fact that they've been able to let Embiid get 20 minutes of conditioning in the middle of the game, be like, all right, go sit down so we can actually go win the game. And they still have won every game.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me. That's so crazy. Like, they're like, all right, let's appease the big guy and let him do whatever he's gonna do. Like, we'll slow down the offense, we'll do the other thing. All right, now let's get back to playing like fun basketball.
Period.
Um, the thing is, I don't even defensively. Is he that good to win Defensive Player of the Year? I don't even know. Like, I'm not even putting a ceiling on the dude. I like him that much.
You see the block he had on Paolo Banchero
He did have
in
he did have a
transition?
nice block.
I
He did
mean,
have a nice
it's
block. He's
just
had some
like
good steals too.
good
He's a good
steals. He
yeah.
applies a lot of pressure. I think, the difference, it's really hard for a guard to win Defensive Player of the Year. I mean, even the year Marcus Smart won, a lot of people, didn't really love that selection. But it just the impact that he has defensively, because you don't see a lot of teams being able to get away with playing two smaller guards. Him and Max. I mean, he's listed at 6'4", but you know what that means in the NBA. He's probably really like 6'2" and a half. And then Maxi's like 6'1", 6'2" himself. So they don't have a lot of size at the guard position. It's not like we have two 6'6" guards out there just running around. It's like, no, they're traditionally sized. VJ's a bit undersized for a two guard. He's probably not going to shoot 42% from three for the entire year. The numbers would say that his free throw shooting would bear that out. That number is going to come plummeting down to earth at some point. But
Or
for
his
now,
free throw
while the
shooting
shots
gets
are,
better.
yeah, I mean, for now, while the shots are falling, um, let's enjoy the scoring outburst. But I think where he really hangs his hat, is his ability to run the floor, his ability to use his athleticism on both ends. And he just plays a lot bigger. I think in high school he played, on the wing. He played small forward. He was actually, on his ESPN rank, he was listed as a 6'4" small forward. Just because of where he played, his length and his athleticism and strength that he had even at such a young age. So I think his ability to just not be afraid of the moment, whether it's the fourth quarter in TD Garden against a championship Celtics team, even without Jason Tatum, or on the road against Washington, like you just see so much to like from this guy, and he is making Tyrese Maxey a much better player. He's playing more free, and now you see what happens when the floor opens up, and you allow Maxey to be the star. He's leading the league in scoring. He's averaging 37 a game on some ridiculous splits.
Yeah. He's doing everything right now. Yeah, man, I can't wait till we play you guys. I like I just I feel like Maxie's personality, he's just such a likable guy. Um, and VJ's game is so likable. No, obviously, I'm sure if like he just goes for like 45, I'm like, Jesus
Yeah, you're gonna be mad. You're like,
Christ.
who the fuck is VJ, man?
Yeah. But that's the thing, is like he's so exciting to watch that I feel like you still got to respect. Like, he's one of the like he's one of those guys where even if he's killing your team, you're enjoying watching him play basketball because he just plays with so much energy. Like, and you just don't see that often. I mean, I think really what we're seeing right now across the NBA is just like the younger guys are taking over, man. Like they're really starting to take over. And it is a young man's game, right? Like obviously you need to have the skill and you need to have the understanding. I think I was listening to I was rewatching the Knicks Bucks game from Monday or Tuesday, and they were talking about Giannis, and Giannis was like, you know, how he feels like he's sort of mastered his game and like he's got all the answers to the test. And he looks great too. Like obviously he's dominant, whatever. But there's a difference between Giannis right now and like Giannis like 8 years ago when he was still kind of could like
Mhm.
just do he could still do ridiculous stuff, but he's different kind of player. And I
It's
feel
hard
like
to
the
notice
they
the slippage. It's like with LeBron James, like, because he's 40 and he's still dunking and doing this stuff. You're like, "Damn,
right.
he still got it." And you're like, "Well,
Well, you
just
can
go
kind of
back
you
and
could
look just go back and
yeah.
look at those 2011, 2012 Miami Heat tapes with him and Dwayne
2009,
Wade."
dog.
You know what I'm saying?
2009.
Like, hi him and Dwayne Wade, specifically the 2011 Heat, him and Dwayne Wade were throwing, like, full court alley-oops, like, not even an
Yeah.
exaggeration. Grab the
Yeah.
rebound, no dribble, throw it full length of the court for an alley-oop lay. That was a thing that actually happened in real life in an NBA game that
Multiple
was still
times.
somewhat competitive, you know what I mean? On a nightly
Yeah.
basis, it was must-see TV, so it's like, yeah, LeBron James can still give you 25 and 8 and 8, but it's a very different game that he plays now, obviously, than he played when he was 27 years old, and so it is nice to see that youthful exuberance, and, shout out to Bill Simmons, he actually did make the comp that I actually like. He compared VJ to an early Dwayne Wade in terms of
Yeah.
just like the energy and the athleticism and the
Explosiveness.
fearlessness that he plays with.
Yeah.
And I think their shooting profile is pretty similar as well. Like he's knocking shots down now. And again, it sounds like I'm trying to come down to earth and ding, but it's like, no, I just want to prepare people for like every rookie hits the wall, every young player has a tough stretch. And I think his is where you see the damn, I didn't see the 20 points a game happen fresh out the gate. Well, you look at his splits and you're like, well, the 66, 67% free throw shooting, that's pretty commiserate with what he did in college and in high school. But the 42.5% on threes, he was 4 of 8 in the game against Washington, even though he had a tough start to the night shooting the ball. He's just not going to continue to knock down threes at that rate. He's probably going to be more of slash, get to the rim, uh, put back dunks, second chance points when people are tired or aren't really willing to fight for the rebound or not closing out on them on defense or whatever it is. So those are the type of point. The hustle buckets is how he maintains his scoring average. But I have been pleasantly surprised with the VJ experience. But I like yours. I like the AR to the Hall of Fame thing, man. I really love it, and it gets us into our next topic. Now, I really loved what you did in our previous iteration of the podcast. We did the Billy Hoyle top 5 white boys. Billy Hoyle, obviously, of White Man Can't Jump. Shout out to Woody Harrelson, who made that role iconic. But your tweak, which could have been overlooked by a lesser mind, but me being the movie junkie that I am, we are morphing this into the John Tucker top 5 white boys. Now, if you haven't seen the movie John Tucker Must Die, then go do yourself a favor, go watch that movie, and you will
Please. Please
understand.
do it.
You will understand why this has to be the Billy Hoyle slash John Tucker top 5 white boys because I mean it was just such a great pull from you. I just had to give you your flowers on that one. That was
Appreciate that,
honestly
yo.
it was incredible. It was
Game
incredible.
recognized game.
You know what I'm saying? Like that was great. I had a hell of a kick. So let's go over some ground rules quickly before we go down the list. So we talked about this before the pod, but before we started recording, um, not eligible on this list can't be Euro. This is American white boys, okay?
Yes.
Red-blooded American white boys. Now you can have a foreign name,
You have to be
because one of
born
my
in the
guys,
US.
but you got to be born in the USA, okay? So Jokic not eligible, Doncic not eligible. You know what I mean? U.S. born white boys here, okay? My only prerequisite is if you can't say nigga, you probably eligible. Like you probably, you know what I mean? Like that's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
even if it's even if it's questionable, like
If there's gonna be a record scratch if you said it, then
exactly. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Like
That lets you know.
Like Alvarado. I don't know if he's black or if he's white. I know he's Hispanic. I know he's American. He can't say nigga. So it's like
Okay.
he's eligible.
He's
You know?
okay. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
Okay.
eligible. For
I like
me,
how we just decided. We don't know where he's from or what he is, but yeah, we just decided like,
no, I mean, he's American.
yeah. No, no.
He's
Well, that
American.
I assume. Yeah.
He plays for an international team, but that's because his parents are international. But he's American. Went to Georgia Tech. Um, yes. So why don't you start? I started last category. Why don't you start? You want to give your full five, or you want to go 1-on-1?
Uh, let's go one for one, and we'll
1-for-1.
see.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll
Start.
see where we start. All right. So again, remember this is American-born current players. So like we
Hmm.
said, no Luka, no Jokic. Uh, guys who I would have loved to make the lists, like Josh Giddey does not make the list. He's from Australia. Um, so I'm gonna start my number five. My number five. All right, so my number five between these two guys is Dante DiVincenzo, man. It's Dante
ADV.
DiVincenzo, the big ragu, former Nick, his best year of his career in a Nick uniform. Now it's crazy because, like we said, the criteria is you can't say nigga, and he did have some questionable tweets, back in his younger days.
Yeah.
At the same time, I feel like the big ragu's so swaggy. Like if he said nigga, I wouldn't allow it, but I would be like, I kind of get it because you've been hanging
You would
around a lot of.
hesitate before you slap the shit out of him.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
You've been hanging around a lot of dude. Like I could see it
Yeah.
popping out, and it just be like, oh
Just a
my
little too
bad.
much
Like
dip on your chip. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like
yeah, just a
we
smidge.
all in the house party dancing and rapping along to
Just
the
a
50
smidge.
Cent song, but then when Realist Nigga comes on, you got a little you know what I'm saying? You just jumped out the
Yeah,
window. I
yeah,
need you
just
to
a smidge.
I need to put you back in your aisle seat, brother. That's all.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
all. Sit your
Um,
happy ass back down.
but nah, DiVincenzo, unbelievable right now, dog. Like I've always been a fan of him. I hate that they are trying to make him play point guard for the Wolves because I don't get it.
If
It doesn't
only
really make
they
any
traded
sense.
up to draft a guy who played point guard in his
Yeah, who's
career.
not
Like, I
really a
don't know,
point guard, but
maybe well, he's not, but Ron Dillingham just rotting on the bench over there. Like, how
yeah,
bad do you have to be in practice to to not get burned on that team at point
seriously,
guard? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, they still running Mike Conley out there.
yeah, it's just
They about to give him another contract
the
extension.
corpse of Montgomery. He about to get an extension. Oh man, that's
um,
a great pull.
who you
Big
got?
Ragu is a good one. All right, so I'm gonna go chalk first one. We just talked about him. Austin Reeves got to be my number one pick.
Oh, you went
Um,
okay. You going from the top down? Okay, okay.
yeah, I'm gonna go. Well, no, Austin Reeves isn't my number one pick. Austin Reeves is number 5.
Oh, he's number 5 for you.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
okay.
I went style points. I'm not going like overall basketball play. Like you have to be good at basketball, but most of these guys during the NBA, most of these guys are good at that. But like, no, like I'm not going like Austin Reeves is probably the best hooper, maybe number 2 on the list that I have, depending on who else I get on here. But nah, I just went Austin Reeves number 5. He probably has the least sauce from a personality standpoint. Country white boy, but his game speaks for itself. Very, very loud. So I'm big on AR-15. So shout out to Austin Reeves. We talked enough about him off the top. That's my pick at 5. Who you got
Number
for number
5.
4?
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, it only gets better.
Well,
You're not gonna believe my number 1 pick. I already tell you right now. You're not gonna believe.
it's quite disrespectful to a future Hall of Famer, but I'll let you rock. I'm gonna let you
It
rock.
gets worse because my number 1 pick, you're gonna be like, get the fuck out.
But I do like what you said about style points. In that case, actually, I'm gonna take a little bit from that. So I'm gonna flip my number 5. I'm gonna give you my number 4.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you my number 5 now. Number 4 is DiVincenzo. Number 5,
Yeah.
Pritchard. I like Pritchard. Pritchard, he's good. Like he can hit them half court shots. Like,
He was on the
he's
list.
solid.
He was on the list.
Undersized, but like he can hoop though. When you think like, oh nah, not this dude, and then he hit you with one of them floaters, like you just be like, you look up, it's like, yo, how does he have 18 points, man? Like this dude's been killing us all game. So he's just been quietly killing us all game. So yeah, he's my number 5, and DiVincenzo my number 4 because I just feel like his game is just a little bit more fun to watch.
Yeah, 100%,
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. So for me at number 4, I'm gonna go with the bull. I'm gonna go with the literal bull, Matas Buzelis.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Let's talk.
yeah, young
I
bull.
couldn't wait
Now
to talk about him.
you know what I'm saying. Don't be fooled by the last name
Yeah.
Buzelis. He's from Chicago.
Yes.
So, shout out to the Overtime Elite. He is a alum of Overtime Elite, I'm pretty sure. I know he was at the G League Ignite. So that whole he had a very surreptitious. I think it's too early in the morning to be using these big ass words, honestly. But
Are you trying to say
um,
serendipitous?
no, surreptitious, like it's a
Surreptitious?
whatever the.
Oh, so
It was
like
a long,
serpentine?
yeah, but not serpentine though. There's
That's
a
what serpentine
specific word.
means.
I know, but it's like a surreptitious. The word is different when you're
Okay.
ussing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we sound like morons, and that's fine. I don't care.
Hashtag grammar.
Hashtag
Hashtag
we're
journalism degrees.
journalism majors. Tony Brown would be so disappointed in us right
Oh
now.
man.
Uh, Shout out to D Brown. But Modest Buzelis from Chicago, plays for the Bulls right now, currently averaging almost 17 points per game. So the game is definitely speaking. He had a very good run at the end of last season. They finally, broke the glass in case of emergency. The Let the boy off the chains, and the Bulls made a great run to make it into the play-in game and then get fucking demolished. But shout out to him on that run, and they've continued that into this season. They had a really good start to the year so far. He's a big part of that. He's got a really good game. I would like to see him in a dunk competition.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
The kid's got bounce.
Son.
He's an electric player, and he's got some swag, man. He's got some nasty to him. I really, really enjoy his game. If you haven't gotten a chance to watch him, um,
Just look up the highlights.
just look up the highlights, man. Watch. I know it sucks watching the Bulls sometimes, but trust me, number 14 is worth the price of admission.
Hey, they also 4-0. So put some
That's what I'm
respect on
saying.
it. Yeah, dog. He's like, honestly, I feel like he's the reason why I wanted to do this list
Yeah.
because, I mean, Reeves too, but like, I was watching some of the Bulls and just like watching him and seeing his game like compared to last year go up another level this year. Like he was backing dudes down and like he's got some like he has game, and then seeing him just sky and like slam it on people, like cocking back on people. Um, that dude, like, he's fun. Like, he's a fun dude to watch, and
Hmm.
like, I mean, with this is the John Tucker top 5 white guys list. A lot of these white guys get compared to other white guys, as we are clearly doing on this list here. But I feel like when people make comps about his game,
Yeah.
I can't think of another white guy who plays like he does with the athleticism. Like maybe a little bit of Chandler Parsons when he had like
Early
some
Chandler Parsons.
athleticism. Yeah, but like
Yeah. Um,
he's way more
I was.
athletic than any white guy I can remember.
Yeah, nah, I would say the only reasonable comp to that is Summer League Johnny Furphy. Um, you know what I'm saying? He would put niggas in body bags,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
Like
yeah, he
that
was.
shit
He
was
was.
crazy. And I say Summer League because he really doesn't play during the regular season, but he's one of those like end of the bench guys that when he gets in and gets a big dunk, like the whole team goes nuts, and because
Hmm.
they see it in practice all the time, but he's just obviously not good enough to get minutes in the game. But yeah, Summer League Johnny Furphy is a pretty decent comp for Matas Buzelis, and ironically, they're about the same age. So it's a
Honorable
weird
mention.
comp because they're the same age. But no,
Yeah.
Furphy's from Australia, so he's not eligible for the list.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
he
All
still
right.
get mentioned honorably.
Oh yeah, we can still honorably mention him. Yeah, we
Yeah.
got you. Shout out to you, Johnny Furphy. All right, you next. Who's up? Who's up?
So Buzelis was obviously on my list.
Hmm.
To me, I think if I'm being realistic, it's Reeves who's next.
Okay.
Obviously, we already talked about Reeves. I have him in the Hall of Fame. Um, but I think probably number one should be Chet Holmgren. I mean, like,
Chetty.
like the dude is unbelievable. Like
Yeah,
he actually made win defensive player. Well, I actually know because Wemby.
it's Wemby.
But
Yeah,
they should honestly this year they should give a second place trophy to the Knicks because Wemby's so far like he's got the trophy already. He's
he was
polishing it at
averaging
home right
6
now.
blocks a game last time I looked. Now, again, 4 games into the season, like, I get it, but
Yeah,
6
it's
is
not fair.
fucking nuts.
But Chet, to his credit, is like very good as a defender,
He
and
is?
versatile, and he could hoop like. And listen, I don't think he's very stylish. It's hard to be stylish when you're that tall and that lanky. Um, so I don't know
Let's
where
just be
we're
clear.
giving
No
him.
one on that OKC team has style. No one. You saw
I'll
the
give it
suit
to
that
Shea. I'll give it to
no,
Shea.
you saw the suit that Shea walked in the brown suit. Nah. Any style points that he had previously is gone with that suit. Gone. It's out.
Well, the only reason I'll give it to Shea is because I feel like Shea, just whatever he's putting on, he actually believes in. I feel like some of those other dudes are just doing it
No,
just
I'm
to
sorry.
do it.
Faith
But
without
yeah,
works is not it just it means nothing. I don't care how
I don't
faithful
know
you
if that's
are.
how that goes. Because
It is. It's exactly how it goes. Look it up. Look
I
it up.
believe it's faith without works is
Yeah,
dead. But
or
go ahead.
same thing. But
You kind of fumbled the in there. You had me you had me in the first half. I was
I
like,
had
oh
you in the
wow,
first
look at
half. Yeah,
Aaron
see,
quoting scripture.
I had the faith without works. But yeah, well, we know who goes to church on Sundays and who doesn't. But
Yeah, it's not me.
um,
I'm working.
no, we're not rewarding that because I mean it was bullshit what that nigga was wearing to a
Okay.
nationally televised game. No,
Okay.
you he need at least 5 fire fits in order
Yeah.
to wipe the
Listen,
nasty taste out of my mouth from what he was wearing.
we can have a whole conversation in another pod about how not stylish I think this entire generation is. But
Yeah.
that's just
Especially
me.
these NBA and NFL niggas. Like I can't speak so much for MLB because we only see them in their uniforms, but like maybe the leagues in the NFL and NBA could take a page from that and just like, look, we really only need to see these niggas in their uniform
It's like,
because
hey,
we
actually, could you
it's
just
gone
show up?
too far.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Can you just show up in your warm
Yeah.
ups, please?
I just I don't need to see you like walking in through the catacombs into the arena wearing like, you know, whatever your stylist told you would turn the most heads today or make you pop on social media. Like just, you
Yeah.
know, just put the
You know what I
jersey
do
on.
enjoy though? I do enjoy a good cowboy hat and a mustache whenever that happens. Usually I feel like that was what's the old boy from that's on the Nuggets. Bruce Brown. He
Yeah.
was big with the cowboy hat and the mustache. I think somebody on the
Von Miller does that a lot too
yeah, yeah.
for the
I can
Broncos.
appreciate
Oh,
that. You know,
from
this
the Broncos. Yeah.
it's the little things, it's the subtle
Yeah.
things. Don't come with the big
Black
dumb
people can
looking
be
shoes though.
cowboys too. You know what I'm saying? Be a
Well, we
nice
are
little theme,
cowboys.
a
Yeah,
nice themed edition. And you know, it's tonight is the first night of the NBA Cup qualifying round.
it
So,
is.
you know, we
It
might
is.
see some interesting Halloween fits for
That's a good
this,
point.
you know. So I'm excited to see that. The Sixers play the Celtics tonight, so I will be locked in on that after trick or treating with the youth tonight. So
Good
for
youth.
me, number three, as I'm trying to avoid some of the people that I'm obviously not going to be able to avoid everyone that you've drafted, but I have a pretty deep list, and I know you didn't take my number one person, so I'm going to keep on that route of people that you haven't drafted yet. I'm going to go with Cooper Flag here. For me at number three.
Mm.
Um, I know that he's gotten off to an inauspicious start for a number one overall pick, a guy that was supposed to be the savior, that teams all thought, you know, the great white hope for him. You know, Mr. Everything Swiss Army knife, plays defense, handle the ball, shoot the ball, all of that stuff. And he can do all of those things. Great athlete. I think he's playing a little bit out of position, so his game has suffered a little
A
bit.
little bit.
I mean, he had a double double the other night, so
Yeah, but
he's had some good games. I think he's had two
yeah.
good games, two bad games,
Yeah,
which is
I feel like they're not setting him up to succeed.
yeah, they're doing a disservice, and he won't turn 19 until like mid December. You know what I'm saying? He's 6 weeks away from turning 19 years old. Um, for comparison, VJ Edgecombe turned 20 over the summertime. So like a lot of these quote unquote young guys are still like 2+ years older
Mhm.
than Cooper Flag currently is. So his room for improvement is still there. He's probably one of the youngest guys to ever come into the league. So yeah, Cooper Flag for me at number three with room to improve.
Yeah. I mean, I think once we see the consistent, like, night after night, Cooper Flag playing really well, it's gonna we're gonna forget that the start was, like, super slow. Um, I don't understand why they decided, like, "Oh, yeah, we don't even need a point guard. We got 6 centers on the floor." Like, and Klay Thompson.
Yeah, we
Like,
can
we're
throw this
good.
18-year-old rookie who's 6'9" out there and have
Yeah.
him dribble against really good defensive point guards. Um,
And I will say, it's not like it's never happened before. Like, obviously, LeBron played point for the Cavs his rookie year. Um, but I don't think anyone thought Cooper Flag had the passing chops that LeBron had at
Well,
that
he was
time or
also
has.
it's also part of why it's dangerous to make that comp because him in LeBron's game was not the same. Cooper
Yeah,
Flag
exactly.
was a Swiss Army knife who could do it. Like LeBron was Magic Johnson with a slightly better jump shot, which has now since improved to a way better jump shot. Cooper Flag was just the Swiss Army knife. He was a
Like Lamar Odom.
yeah, he was a freak. Even Lamar Odom was a little bit more of a point forward type of person. Like Cooper Flag was more of like he's a forward who can initiate your offense. He's like a more athletic Sabonis. You know what I mean? So like he
Yeah.
can get you 7, 8, 9, 10 assists, but like you don't see Sabo walking the ball up the floor. That's not his game. You know what I'm saying? He'll be in the pinch post. He'll be in the on the low block or whatever it is. He'll find an open man. He can initiate your offense in the half court, but he shouldn't be bringing the ball up the floor against pressure. He shouldn't be, resetting your offense out there and calling plays and things like that. He's there to use his basketball IQ, his athleticism, and his competitive will to get his team points, whether it's him scoring or him finding his open teammates to score the basketball. And then on the other end, he is just a hellhound as a help defender. He still needs help um, in one-on-one defense, as most young players do, but he is very, very good on help defense, and that's where he gets a lot of the blocks and the steals and the hustle plays and things like that that lead to winning basketball plays. But that's the difference. LeBron was a point guard. Cooper Flag
Hmm.
is a forward who can distribute the basketball with some of the better forwards coming into the game. So a little bit of a difference there with that. Um, did you have other people on the list, or you want me to just go over my last two?
Nah, go with your last one.
All right, so my last two that I have here on the list. So I have Concanupple. Shout out to the Duke boys.
In the top 5?
Yeah, Concanupple.
Okay. All
Listen,
right.
let me tell you something. Okay, Concanupple is one of them one. Y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see. Yeah, I have two
This
rookies in the
feels
second
very
year, man.
Duke
It is Duke
Duke.
heavy. It is
Yeah,
Duke heavy.
yeah.
Now, what I will say is Peyton Pritchard was in the Concanupple spot, but like I said, I wanted to pick some people different than what you did because we want
Fair.
to shine a light on the Yakubs of the
Yeah,
league. You know
yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean?
Nah, for sure.
So the substitution for Peyton Pritchard in that spot is Concanupple. Shooting very, very well. I think he's at like 50% right now from the floor. He's not going to continue to shoot that well. Just automatic 3-point shooter. Very, very good. I think he reminds me a lot of Luke Kennard, ironically, another Duke guard that came into the league. So it's
Mhm.
like, or his coach, John Shire. He reminds me of him a little bit too. Bigger guard, um, plays the game below the rim, but still has very good basketball IQ. A better defender than you might think he would be for someone that's not um, really the quickest footed athlete in the game. Shoots the ball automatic, catch and shoot off the screen, off the dribble, whichever way you want it. Makes his free throws. Very, very good game. And then my number one pick, who I can guarantee that you don't even have listed. Well, I'm gonna do my honorable mention first. Walker Kessler for the Utah Jazz. I think he
Very
needs to be
good.
mentioned.
Loved
He's
him.
been fucking killing Walker
Yeah.
Kessler, and it pains me because he's former UNC, transferred to Auburn. So, but I do remember the Carolina Walker Kessler. But he has been a hell of a player. And I mean, shocking the Utah Jazz have a good white boy on their team, but um, you know,
They have all white boys.
yeah,
That's
that's
the
what
thing
it
too.
is.
I really wanted to put
Them and
Larry
the Indiana
Markkinen in
Pacers
this.
is like the that's the spot. You know what I mean? The
Yeah.
Pacers drafted Marshall fucking Plumlee in the first round, or was it whatever the Miles? It was I think it was Miles Plumlee. It was the oldest one. They all have M names. I hate when parents do that shit. We have 3 boys. They all have that. Like no, they don't. You can name them different stuff.
Different things. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't all have to be MP for their initials, but whatever. But my number one, who I guarantee that you don't have on your list, but you should. I want to say before I say his name, a special shout out to the Dragons of St. George's School, Newport, Rhode Island. Tyler Kolek, ladies and gentlemen, number one,
Wow.
the number one
Number
white boy.
one.
Yeah, number
Okay.
one.
Okay.
Um, a prestigious alum of my high school,
Yes.
St. George's
This is a homer
out in Rhode
pick. This
Island.
is a homer pick for you.
Eh, I mean,
Yeah.
he's also a
And I
really good
respect
player.
it. That's
Yeah.
not me shading
Hey,
you. I
man,
love it.
he's a very good player. It is a homer
Yeah.
pick a little bit. That's why he got number one. He would have been on my list anyway. But very good player. Big East newcomer of the year a couple of
Hmm.
years ago from Marquette. Very, very talented guard. Um, cerebral. I never thought I would see the day that someone from my school in my small hometown of Newport, Rhode Island would make it into the NBA, let alone high level Division One basketball where you're winning awards and you're getting drafted into the NBA. But
Playing
to
too,
make it,
playing well.
and he's playing for the Knicks. You know what I mean? Like this is a star making franchise. You know what I'm saying? New York City, you make it here, you make it anywhere. You be a point guard for the New York Knickerbockers. Come on, man. Come on, man. St. George's, but we putting them on the map.
There you go. Talk
You
your
know what I'm
shit,
saying?
boy.
401. You know what I mean? Tyler
Yeah.
Kolek. We proud of you. Yeah, I ain't never met you. I ain't never seen you play.
I've
But I
never
know where
seen
you're
you
from.
play.
I swear to God, like the first time I even heard about Tyler Kolek, me and my dog Griff, we went to a reunion for our school. I think it was the 10-year reunion or something like that, maybe 15. I can't remember which one it was. It was probably 15 years something reunion at our at St. George's, our alma mater. We graduated class of 2011. So I'm
Mhm,
2000
mhm.
and everything had changed. We saw like they had changed the basketball coach. They changed like everything about the perception of our basketball team. You know, we had some talented players, some D1 players, but we had never had any players where it was like, yo, they're just dogs that, these guys have real futures in basketball. And then when he came, all they were talking about was this kid, Tyler Kolek, who had since graduated and gone on to, at the time, I think he was started at George Mason. He transferred to Marquette. And he hadn't transferred yet, I don't think, at that time. But they was like, yeah, this kid, Tyler Kolek, I think he's probably the most legit basketball player we've ever had come through here. Really, really good. And I'm thinking they just, blowing smoke. I'm like, oh, no, nah, he a dog. This dude was 101, whatever. And then all of a sudden I'm seeing Big E's freshman or Big E's newcomer of the year. And then all of a sudden the Knicks are drafting him in the second round. And I'm like, hold up, man. And, then obviously playing for Thibodeau, you're not going to fucking play on the bench. Now that you have new coaching in the second year of the league, he's getting some burn off the bench. And you're like, hey, man, he's playing like he fucking belongs out here. Like a lot of
Getting
second
shots
round
up.
picks, they fizzle out. They
Yeah.
either make it or they
They
don't.
don't even
G
make it to the
League,
floor. Yeah.
yeah, he's getting minutes, man. 5, 6 years ago, he was in Newport, Rhode Island, putting up shots, and now he's in the league. I mean, it's incredible for me, man. I
Beautiful
love
thing.
that. I love that for my city. I love that for the kid. It shows his will and his skill as a basketball player. And that's what this list is all about. So that's why he's number one.
I'm really surprised that you didn't have TJ McConnell on it because I know you love TJ McConnell and
I thought about it.
I
I don't
hate
think
him.
he's played yet this year.
Yeah. But he's one
Yeah,
of those, like, I feel like,
yeah. I mean,
just
you could always
after
put
what
him
he did
on.
in the finals.
Yeah, I mean,
I hate him still, but
I love TJ McConnell. I loved it because I never really gave him a chance to like be a legit basketball player because it was part of that early process where we were just like intentionally being bad by signing not great players to fill the roster spot. So instead of tanking by like telling good players to play poorly, we were like, why don't we just sign a bunch of not so talented players and let them get starters minutes? And like TJ McConnell was looped into that bunch, and then it turns out I was like, no, you give a guy enough confidence and he's going to show you why he belongs. And
mhm.
for Indiana, he was a hell of a player, a big reason why they beat your Knicks in the Eastern Conference Finals, and a big reason why they took the Oklahoma City Thunder to the brink in the NBA Finals. Couldn't get over the hump, but TJ McConnell was a hell of a player. And they had a lot of fun with his dad on that postseason run too. So shout out to him. He'd be another honorable mention.
Hate him.
As you should, man. I wouldn't expect you to have love for TJ McConnell after what he did to your Knicks, man. That
Hate
would
him.
be weird. That would be
Hate him.
weird. Yeah, well,
But respect to
you're
him,
right.
though. Respect to him.
Yeah,
He
respect.
he definitely epitomizes the John Tucker top 5 white guys.
100%. Yeah. And we'll update the list again, maybe around like
Oh,
All-Star
yeah, this
break,
is a
when we
rolling
get a little
list,
bit more. Yeah,
people.
this is the rolling. Absolutely. It's you know what I mean? It's like water, you know what I mean? It flows. Names can go in and out as we speak, but right now that's the list that we got. Moving on to a different sport. Let's go to baseball. World Series Game 6 tonight.
Mm,
Toronto
mm.
up 3-2. Malik, who do you have winning tonight, and who do you have winning the series?
Dodgers are going to win the series, which means they're going to win tonight.
I agree. I agree. I think the Dodgers win tonight, behind another masterpiece by Yoshinobu Yamamoto. He's been nothing short of breathtaking in this whole postseason. I think if Shohei Ohtani didn't do what he is currently doing or has been doing over the last few games in his postseason run, I think that more people will be talking about and should be talking about the things that Yamamoto is doing and has done here in this postseason. He had a a bad like first inning or two against the Reds, although like part of that was the error by Teoscar Hernandez in right field. Not catching the easy pop fly led to like an RBI double or something like that later in that first inning against the Reds. But like since that inning, he's been like virtually unhittable. You get him for a run in the first inning and then he retires like 20 straight batters, and that's what he's done. Back to back complete games, 7, 8 strikeouts, against a high contact rate team. He has been breathtaking. I think he will be breathtaking again tonight, and he's going to need to be breathtaking and to eat some innings up because Saturday's game 7 that I am assuming will have to happen is going to be a kitchen sink game for both of these teams. I think aside from Yamamoto, who's pitching tonight, and who is it on the mound for? I think it's Gosman. Gosman on the mound
Yeah, I think
for
so.
Toronto. Aside from those two pitchers, I think you can see anybody else come into the game for either one of these teams in a game 7, winner take all game. So I'm rooting for the Dodgers to win tonight. I think they will win
I
tonight.
think. Sorry, I was going to say I think that applies tonight too. I think
Oh, for the
for
Dodgers, it
for
does 100%
for,
kitchen sink game.
but I think if you're the Blue Jays, you have to play it that way. You can't. You have to play this like it's Game 7, and I'm not
Mm,
saying like
You don't concede, but I don't think you have
yeah,
to, pardon the analogy here, but you don't have to blow your load on the game 6. I don't think. Like I
yeah.
think you
I
can.
mean, be smart about it, but
Yeah,
like
within reason. If you're
I
if you're
mean,
feeling like, "Hey, let's go out and get this win right now," you know what I mean? I think they have the pieces to. It's unfortunate that um, George Springer has hurt himself. It looks a lot like the oblique injury that happened to Roman Anthony, that derailed the Red Sox postseason hopes. I hope it's not the case. I
are
hope
you
we
sure
do
it
see
was
him in
that
the
that
lineup tonight.
derailed it, or was it Cam
100%, it was
Schlittler
that. You guys couldn't handle
mowing you
Roman
guys
Anthony.
down?
You wouldn't be able to handle Roman Anthony in the
Oh,
postseason, I'm
okay,
sorry.
yeah, sure.
He was gonna hit like 5 home runs that series. Regardless, I do think that the Dodgers win tonight. I think they win in game 7. I think they're just inevitable, which brings me to what you so eloquently put in our text messages, the moment that I had. I talked my shit on Otani, and I did. And you know what? I don't back down from it. It was
Okay.
justified. He was not good in the postseason, and all I was saying was probably a little bit more disrespectfully, like you noted. Like I, I would love to see this god tier Otani that we see literally for 160 plus games a year. I would like to see him in the postseason. Now, it's only his second. Like it's so important to notice. This is his second postseason of his entire career. He's been playing the major leagues for like 7, 8 years now, and this is the second time he has been in the postseason, and he is tearing the fucking cover off the baseball. Like this is the only player who had a better postseason run than this was probably Randy Arozarena in the COVID year for the Rays when he had 10 postseason home runs. Um,
I would say Vladdy Jr. is getting pretty
no,
close
Vladdy's
to
right. Like that's the
yeah.
thing. It's like Vladdy is right there with him. No, now Vladdy's run is reminiscent to me a lot of the 2013 David Ortiz run that he had, where he was just on another level. And like if you do decide to pitch to him, he's gonna make something big happen. But with Otani, it just seems like when you do choose to pitch to him, he's hitting it over the fence. Like he's not just getting the big hit. It's like, no, exactly what you think is gonna happen. I'm finna hit
Yeah.
a home run. Now he did give it up a little bit in his game on the mound, here in this World Series, which it happens. To even some of the best pitchers. And he had pitched well leading into that 6th, 7th inning, but he just couldn't get over that hump. I
He
think
also played 18 innings the day
yeah,
before.
right,
So
exactly. So legs were probably a little bit dead. It's hard when your
yeah.
position one of your best position players is also your starter for the following game on the following day. So
Yeah.
maybe there was
It
a
kind
better
of
way to
never
have done that.
happens at all. So I
Yeah,
mean,
maybe you could have flipped him and Yamamoto or something. I don't know. To kind of save Otani's legs there, but either way it goes, he has been exactly what we expected him to be going into
Now it's
last
we expected
postseason.
him to be.
I mean, what we expect him to be going into last postseason. Like everybody thought, oh, when he finally gets a postseason, he's gonna do god tier things like he does in the regular season. It just never happened. He was kind of like a pedestrian. Like the Dodgers kind of won their World Series in spite of the fact that Ohtani was pretty regular at the top of their lineup. Freddie Freeman won the World Series MVP, rightfully so. So, um, you know, and this year it would have to be Ohtani. If it maybe it could be depending on what happens tonight with Yamamoto. I think if Yama goes another complete game, maybe complete game shutout, he could put a good bid in to be the MVP of the series. But what Ohtani is doing is nothing short of ridiculous. And this is the Ohtani that we all thought we were getting. I am happy to have motivated him to reach these new heights. To have pulled it out of him
Mm-hmm.
as if
Yeah.
from the primordial soup that was his batting average, and now he has ascended to these ridiculous levels that only I could have dug down into him to reach. Pause.
I'm sure he thanks you from the bottom of his heart
Mm,
that you
he should.
reignited his talent like through the airwaves. Like he heard it over the airwaves, and it was just like, oh shoot, I'm that good. I should actually just hit 3 home runs in the next game because Aaron was talking crap about how I'm not great in the postseason, and now
Your
I got to
words,
show
not
him.
mine.
Yeah,
Your
no,
words.
no, no. I think it. There's no other explanation as to how it happened. That had to be the thing. Um, so I'm just, I'm glad that we can now say that he's, a decent player in the postseason because
More
you was
than
coming at
decent.
him pretty hard. It's coming at him pretty
He's a
hard.
pause. Yeah, I mean, he was he was he was definitely he was definitely on his top for real. I was, but that's I mean, I was just disappointed in what I was seeing, and like that's where that was coming from. It wasn't. I didn't think he was incapable of doing the things that he's doing now. It's like because I know that now. I didn't know he could get to this level. I didn't know anybody could get to this level. But this is the type of shit that we wanted to see from him because we knew that it was in there. It just hadn't yet come out. And, I was getting a little bit impatient. And Tanya was like, look, I got you. I'm a handle it. He was listening to the podcast and he was like, listen, I don't like disappointing my guy, Aaron. I
Who's
want,
not a fan of the Dodgers, but
I'm a fan of
uh,
Marcus Lynn Betts. Okay.
yeah,
He is
yes.
forever a Red Sox for me, even
Mm.
if, Tom Warner and all those idiots in the Red Sox front office decided to not make him a part of the team. Um, And I will root for him every single postseason. It would be
He's
weird, like, if the Red Sox ever do make another World Series in Mookie Betts' timeline with the Dodgers, it'll be interesting. Now, obviously, I'm gonna be rooting for the Red Sox, but I gotta say that would be, like, the one time I wouldn't be sad to see my team lose a World Series. If we're gonna lose the first World Series of my lifetime, um, then that would be the one that I wouldn't mind losing. Because we've never lost a World Series in my lifetime. I don't know if you could say the same for yourself.
uh, no, I mean,
Spoiler alert, you
when
can't.
you've been to as many as the Yankees have, you win some, you
But you
lose
lost
some,
them.
but you
You
still
lost them.
win
It's
way
fine.
more than you've ever
Cool. You're just
lost.
the last person to lose. Great. Congratulations. You lost. The Red Sox get to the World Series and we win. That's what we do. 4-0.
Yeah.
Maybe you
You
heard.
guys are still lovable losers. I don't know if you know that. Hey, by the way,
Were and no.
I do want to say this one thing because obviously I'm picking the Dodgers. I like the Dodgers. I also feel like I just the Blue Jays. I don't I don't think they deserve to win. Pitching around
Really?
Otani, I don't like it. I don't like it.
I mean, I will say
I
this.
just think
Okay.
that I know this. I know baseball is like the sport with unwritten rules and all this other crap.
So you
I just
must have
think
been
it just
listening
takes the
to Michael K's
no,
Michael
no.
K's
I just it takes the fun out of it. It's like I just pitch to the guy and be better than him. If he beats you, then he
It's
beats you.
easy
But
for
like,
you to say because your team's not playing in the World Series. But I think that
yes,
because
fair.
so for us as fans who don't have rooting interest in this game, because obviously our teams were eliminated far earlier in the postseason. But when your team is in it, the one thing that you would say as Otani is slowly rounding the bases and doing his little celebration dance that the Dodgers do, and they're throwing fucking Teoscar's throwing sunflower seeds at him and shit by the dugout, is why the hell did we pitch to that guy? Right? That's the first thing anybody in the stadium, that's the first thing anybody wearing a Blue Jays jersey would ever say is, why the hell did you pitch to that guy? You see what he does when you pitch to him. And so John Schneider has taken all thinking out of the equation. It's like, look, early on, while we're still establishing what kind of game this is, we might pitch to him. If he hits a leadoff home run or a third or fourth inning solo home run, we're not going to kill ourselves. But once runs start getting put up on the board, especially once we have a lead or the game is within striking distance, we're not pitching to him. It's worked. They're up 3-2 against a team that most people thought would sweep, or at least gentlemen sweep. And they're going back to Toronto, and all they have to do is win one of two games at home. The best home team in the major leagues has to win one game at home out of two, and they're World Series champs with probably the second best hitter in this postseason run in Vladdy Guerrero. So like they have a chance to win. And like I understand that it's ugly, but you think the Patriots are giving back that Super Bowl ring when they won, what was it, like 13-3 against the Rams? No. That was a terrible fucking game. No one liked
Well,
watching that fucking
that's
game.
not
The Spurs are
that's
not giving
different.
back their 07 ring against, LeBron and them boys. They don't give a shit that you weren't watching. They
I
don't
was
care.
watching actually. It hurt my soul that
Unfortunately,
LeBron lost.
probably hurt our
But
souls
wait,
to watch
but
that.
here's the difference though. I think this, because the comparison is not that it's ugly. It's that it takes away the spirit of competition when you just pitch around a guy. I feel the same way when they would do a hack a Shaq, and it's like, well, we don't want Shaq to beat us, so we're just gonna foul him every time up the floor. It's to the point that they had to make a rule that's like, okay, you can't do, like, this is not
Well,
the point of
they
basketball, is to just foul someone and make them shoot free throws
but
until you
they
take them out of the
they
game.
they changed the hack a Shaq rule like towards the end of Shaq's career. It wasn't changed during the
Well,
runs.
yeah, but it took them a while to realize, like, hey, people hate this, you know?
Well, but they didn't have to change it because the Lakers won anyway. Like you can hack a Shaq all the fuck you want. Tim
I'm not
Donaghy
saying it's a
game 7
1-to-1.
aside. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I understand and agree with what you're saying, but I also like I'm trying to put myself in the devil's advocate role, which is a role I love to play. But also just in the role of a Blue Jays fan or somebody in that Blue Jays dugout. And it's like, I'm not worried about pissing off the millions and millions of regular baseball fans who are disappointed. I don't care about pissing off Michael Kay, who was a fucking Yankees fan and a New Yorker. I don't give a shit about how Michael Kay feels. I care about
So
the.
him being a New Yorker has to do with anything.
I mean, I'm just saying, like
Unnecessary stray.
he's a Yankee. Yeah, it was a necessary strike because they beat the
No,
New
it
York
wasn't.
Yankees.
But
But
okay,
like
go
it's, I really don't care what my rival team's radio host thinks. You know what I'm saying? What I care about is those, you know, couple of million or couple 100,000 Blue Jays fans, the people that are paying their good hard-earned money to sit in the Rogers Center or whatever that arena is called nowadays and watch this team potentially win a world. I care what they think. I care about getting on a motherfucking parade or skating around a hockey rink or whatever the Blue Jays do to celebrate a World Series. You know what I mean? Like that's what I care about. And like when people want to say you want to put an asterisk next to my World Series ring, fine. I don't care. You could put an asterisk next to the fucking COVID ring that the Dodgers won. You think Mookie Betts gives a shit? No, he doesn't. I got a World Series ring. I don't care what you want to say about it.
The thing is, I would never put an asterisk next to it. All I'm saying is, I don't think. As I'm
Well, the other players
watching
got to hit.
as I'm watching this, no, of course, I'm not saying that this is unfair. I'm saying I don't like seeing it. I just don't like seeing it.
I don't like
I'd
seeing
rather
it
them
either.
just play the game out, and however it goes is however it goes. Obviously, if they win, because they neutralize Ohtani in the only way that they could think of, it makes sense. There's no asterisk attached to it.
Which, by the way, they lost that game. 4 intentional walks for Ohtani, but Freddie walked it off with a home run.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're also putting a guy on base who could, potentially get
steal a base and get there.
So,
yeah.
I mean, there's a risk involved. I'm just saying it takes away what we want to see, which is the best players in the high leverage spots.
100%. I think
because if he strikes out, you're not going to be like, no one's going to be like, oh, well, it's unfair. It just
Schneider does a good job of picking the spots. I just think I like that he's not afraid to like lean into it and understand, like, look, guys, like you can say we're not gonna let this guy beat you all you want, and then the moment like you kind of let your pitchers' egos take over and they want to like, I'm not gonna pitch around, I'm a closer. I'm like, I don't give a fuck who you are. You could be $100 million closer. You could be Joan Duran if you want, one of the best closers in the game. You're fucking walking them in the 9th inning if we're up 1 run. That's the way that it goes. Like, I don't care If it takes the drama out of the game, I don't care that Aaron is sitting on his couch pissed off because he wanted to see Otani walk it off or hit a game tying home run in the ninth inning with 2 outs and he's the last hope for the Dodgers. I don't care. I want to win this game. So it's like I understand it, and it does suck. It does take a little bit out of it. Like that is inherently true. It's unbelievably true. But the unavoidable aspect of it is he has 2 MVP Hall of Famers following him in that lineup that could make this strategy moot,
Sure.
and they
Sure.
haven't. And that is the part that people, I think, lose too often in this is the fact that these other guys have a responsibility to make that strategy not work. That's your
We agree.
responsibility as players. Is like you have to make that strategy null and void. And if you're not going to do that, then what it's going to do is bastardize the game and it's going to make fans not tune in. It's going to, you're going to lose viewership. You're going to lose potential fans of the game that you could add during this World Series run by employing this strategy. But hey, at a certain point, it gets down to like, look, I'm hired to win games, not grow the game. So I'm gonna go ahead and walk this dude 3 times a game, and the one time that we do pitch to him, if he hits a home run or a double or whatever, good for him. But we're just not gonna play with fire anymore, and to that end, I understand it. And tonight I expect a lot of the same. I expect the first at bat they'll pitch to him. Um, I actually think Otani hits a home run today. I will be putting money on Otani and Vladdy Jr. to hit home runs tonight. Um, but other than that, I do have the Dodgers winning this game, and I don't think after the 5th inning, I don't think John Schneider will pitch to Otani at all. I don't care what the score is. I think he gets pitched around or intentionally walked after the 5th inning of both of the remaining games of this World Series.
We'll see. We will see.
Well,
I just want to see him do awesome stuff. So,
yeah.
here's hoping. Here's hoping.
Well, we will keep our fingers crossed on that. On to dad rules, our favorite category of the day, or our favorite topic of the day, I should say. Halloween special dad rules for today. I'll kick it off here. My dad rule for Halloween, October 31st, 2025 is this is more so for the parents of the older kids. As a parent of a younger kid on Halloween. Control your children. Okay? I, I cannot stress this enough. We went to a neighborhood out in Decatur, probably about 20, 30 minutes from where we live. My sister has gone to this neighborhood for the past couple of Halloweens. They do the decorations up really, really nice. They got, you know, cross guards and stuff blocking streets off to make sure that the kids can safely cross streets and go to different houses. It's a great, great neighborhood to do Halloween for like those middle-aged kids. You know what I'm saying? Like that 5, 6, 7, up to like 12. Really get into the Halloween stuff. For the younger kids, like my daughter, who was one at the time, probably not the greatest. Just because at that point she doesn't really care that much about candy, and after a couple of hours she just gets tired. She doesn't want to keep walking around all the time. Great, great neighborhood regardless. There was a couple of times going to these houses, some of these 7, 8-year-old kids is just like running full speed, don't care who's in the way. And like I have a young daughter who like just learned how to walk like 3, 4 months ago,
Mm.
and they're like running past her, damn near knocking her over and stuff. And then like to get to a house that's got the same candy as the house they were just at. You know what I'm saying? So it's like let's tone it down a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yo,
Let's rein it in, because there are some, be aware of your surroundings, because there's only
nah,
a couple of times that I'm gonna
respect.
let this happen before I start having conversations. You know what I mean? And I don't want to have to be that dad that's ruining the Halloween for
Hey, hey,
everybody.
hey, hey, hey.
You know?
Hey, 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 all that running.
Yeah, right, exactly. I don't wanna have to be that person that's ruining Halloween for everybody and taking it there, but it's like, hey,
Yo,
you know what I mean? Like this sidewalk ain't, if she fall down on
now,
the sidewalk,
he-
scrape her knee up, scrape her hands up, falling down, and you ruin my baby's Halloween, it's gonna be an issue.
but
So,
now here's the real question is, were you concerned about the kids knocking her down or knocking you down because you didn't see it coming, and next thing you oh, wait, 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 hey,
oh
wait,
no,
wait,
I'm not
wait.
worried. Yeah, no, knock me down all you want. Be excited, run into me, push me over, don't say
Yeah,
excuse me. I don't care what you doing to me, but like the baby is the baby, especially at the time she's like 1, you know what I'm saying? And like freshly 1 years old, So we just excited that she's at the age where she can actually walk around. We don't have to push a stroller around all the time on Halloween. We still brought it with us, obviously, but
Hmm.
you know, we're just excited that she can walk around for Halloween. Now, obviously, at 2, she a little bit got a little bit more experience under her belt walking
A little more
around and things like
stamina.
that. Yeah, but it's like just knowing what I went through in that situation and your son now walking and things like that, and I don't know what your plans are for this Halloween and stuff for you and Shannon and the family, but that's something, that I'm sure you'll at some point experience is you going to houses and you wanting to be like, all right, go ahead and let him go up go up to the house on his own. Like, go ahead, Cole, go get the Halloween candy, go say trick or treat and all that, and then some 7-year-old with a fucking skull costume or whatever just comes blitzing by to run and get the Hershey's candy or the Kit Kat or whatever the fuck the case may be, and damn near knocks Coleman to the ground, and then you have to catch Shannon before she catches a body in the hallway and shit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, this
Listen,
is
we probably will fight kids. I think that's like I think we
it's a
may come
fact.
down and it's weird because it's like, would
Yeah.
I want someone to fight my kid? It's like, no, absolutely not. But it's like,
My kid also ain't knocking over smaller kids
yeah,
because
yeah.
you're not even gonna
Would
have
I
the
would I fight them? Probably not. Would I maybe trip them while they're running? I don't
hey man,
know. Did you fall? Did you trip? What happened? Oh no, you okay, little Johnny? You know?
100%. You're gonna kiss the dirt. There will be immediate repercussions. You know what I'm saying? Like you will have to learn a hard lesson in that moment for sure.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
will probably be a
Hard as
little
in
bit more
concrete.
cool for sure. Yeah, 100%. I'm gonna wait until it hurt for sure. It might be some teeth lost in that
Oh,
situation.
all right,
So you
you
fall down.
pushing it a little far now.
No, I'm not pushing. Listen, all right, I'm gonna just let you experience it. I hope that you don't
Yeah,
ever experience it to the level that I was experiencing it. But it was like the first couple of times I was like, oh, okay, okay, and I'm just kind of like looking back at Jasmine because she's really the firecracker of the two of us. So I'm just kind of looking back at Jasmine like, just relax. It's kids, Halloween, they get excited, but like now we like an hour and a half, almost 2 hours in. Now we're tired. We're annoyed a little bit. It's happened a
yeah,
little too many times. And now it's still happening. And it's darker now. So now you can't really see. You know what I mean? So now it's like you should be a little bit more cautious because it's dark out.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like you
yeah.
don't know who is walking around. You don't know who you could be stepping on or whatever it is. And like
I love you giving this like this long speech to this kids and the kids are just like, yo, shut up, old man, give me some candy or move out my way.
yeah, no, because it's not even a speach. It's like it's not even a speech. It's just like, hey,
Ain't
you know
gonna
what
be
I'm
no
saying?
talking.
Like I had to catch myself a couple of times. Cause I'm in there like, and I'm big. I'm 6'7", big booming voice, right? So like I'm like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Sound like a fucking
Yeah,
dog in the backyard,
yeah.
and probably scared the life out of some of these kids, which on Halloween you probably get away with, but it's like it was just I wasn't having it. I wasn't having it. So like this year we're doing a little bit safer. We're just gonna go to her school. Her school has an event every year for Halloween. So we contributed some candy to that the other day. Shout out to my mom for holding us down on that end. And then we're gonna go with the fam tonight to the school after she comes home. And the school event starts sometime around like 4 o'clock. So once Jasmine
Oh,
gets
so you
home
took
from work,
off.
yeah, I took the day off to go and celebrate Halloween. Yeah.
That's a thing
I
that
mean, that's
parents
just
do
as the kind
apparently.
of dad I am, that's the
Yeah.
dedication that I had.
No, I'm hearing that that's a thing. So that's news to
Yeah.
me.
I
Cause
mean,
this
luckily, it landed on one of your off days anyway, so you didn't have to necessarily worry about that too early in. But yeah, I mean, it's just something to consider because like that is something new that you start to look at holidays there because I'm not a festive guy. Like Thanksgiving is my day. I love Thanksgiving. I love to eat. I love to watch football, and Thanksgiving mixes the both of them in together in beautiful harmony. Um, but
I'm more of
other
a
than
Christmas
that,
man myself. But
yeah, I'm not really that much of a Christmas guy. I don't like gifts, but like, I have learned to be more appreciative and more attentive to some of the holidays that I would kind of normally just kind of like whatever. I don't give a shit about the holiday. Now you start to think about it, you know.
yeah, no, that's a good point. Keeping on the Halloween theme. I mean, yeah, not I'm not really doing a whole rule necessarily because I haven't done this yet. This will be my first time actually taking a child out. I don't know where we're going. But you know, I was always like, please don't knock on my door. I don't have any candy. Like I was just
Mm. Turn the light off.
not even that. It's just, I mean, I'm in an apartment anyway, but it's just like, I'm just not answering the door. Uh, Halloween actually for me always used to be like, I'd just be worried that some wild stuff was going to happen. Kids used to just be not like the 7, 8 year olds. I'm talking about like, well, 7 years old probably
13,
too.
yeah, well,
But yeah, the
13-year-olds and stuff
teenagers,
too,
the high
yeah.
school kids,
TP
they used
Day,
to get
yeah.
wild. Yeah,
Mhm.
throwing batteries and stuff, just doing like causing
Throwing
mayhem.
batteries? What the fuck is wrong with
Yeah,
y'all in New York?
yeah.
It was like
D-
toilet paper and fucking eggs.
Nah,
Batteries could, like, put a hole
frozen
in something.
eggs. I remember people did frozen eggs.
Frozen egg yo, y'all was
Yeah,
menaces out here.
yeah,
Like, y'all
yeah.
might as well just throw
Whoa, don't say
boulders.
y'all. I wasn't doing none of that. I didn't even celebrate Halloween. My mom wasn't having it. But my point is, it's not something that is in my normal thing. But we dressed Coleman up today. He got his little dinosaur outfit on.
Oh, dinosaur,
Popping.
okay, I was about to
Yeah,
ask, what
yeah,
is he? Yeah,
yeah.
Arya's Bluey.
Dinosaur. I was looking at outfits from Jurassic Park that I could mimic because I was like, I don't
Mhm.
actually have like a real thing, so I'm gonna just do that. Um, but
Yeah, I'm too
yeah,
tall, they
I'm
don't have outfits this size, so I'm just gonna be the tall dad, that's my Halloween costume.
that works. That works every
Yeah,
year. You could nail that one every year.
nailed it.
Uh,
Every year, got it down pat.
just be different. Just be like a bunch of different measurements.
Yeah, one of these
You could be
days,
like
like, I
a
might be like a
ruler.
tree or some shit, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, a
yeah. Just a bunch
ruler,
of
that's
random
good.
tall things. Yeah, yeah. Just
Yeah.
like literally just put a ruler on your thing and just be like, oh yeah, like I'm a ruler. You know, I don't know.
It's not
Measuring
bad.
tape. I don't know. I don't
That's not bad
something.
at all.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm definitely looking forward to it. I mean, you can't eat candy, so we're just doing it off the strength of just like,
That's
yo,
what it
just show
is.
off your
It's
outfit.
yeah, it's just to, like it's really just for sport. I want my
Yeah.
kid to understand, like, the bounty of winning this Halloween candy. Yeah, Arya's the same, she really don't eat a whole lot of candy, and we don't know how much we want her to be eating candy from strangers anyway. Now, the school, we know them, so and most of the parents are the ones that bought the candy that they're distributing anyway, so, a little bit more trusting in that, but, like, she really just doesn't eat candy a whole lot. She likes breakfast
She
bars
shouldn't
and
be eating candy, right? I mean,
cookies and shit. Yeah, I mean,
does
yeah.
she have all her
I
teeth?
mean most of them. I have to ask Jasmine. She works
He
in
said, I don't be
the
counting
dental
them.
yeah, I mean, I don't think I think it's like, what, 32 teeth you're supposed to I don't think she has, like, all of the 32 teeth, but I think she has just her molars that are, like, growing in at this point, but yeah, she got
Yeah.
a full mouth of teeth. It's not like she only has,
Okay.
like, 1 or
All
2.
right.
Yeah, she can chew. If she
Well, actually,
wanted
you
to
know
eat some
what? Since
steak or
she's
something,
gonna
she
get
could.
some new ones anyway, these are throwaways. So just as much candy as
Yeah,
she
I
wants.
mean, she could. She literally just does not eat. It's not like we're like, "Yo, don't eat candy." It's like we're not gonna force her to eat the candy. We like that she's not a big candy person. She still will eat sweets. She likes cookies and things like that, but
Hmm.
she is a lot like me. Like, I will eat candy here and there, but I'm more like cookies, ice cream. Like, I'll eat shit like that. If you make a cake homemade, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll eat a homemade cake. I'm not going to, like, Publix to buy a cake or eating a cupcake that they bought in for somebody, bro, like, that's not really for me, but, like, you sat at home and you baked a fucking cake and all that stuff, and you put the little Betty Crocker frosting on it and all that shit, yeah. Yep, go ahead and run me a slice, I hope it's strawberry. Um, but,
You know,
oh,
it's
shit,
funny that you say
Travis Hunter
that.
placed on the IR.
I'm a huge candy fan. Love candy. Big on candy. Always been. And it's funny that I never really did Halloween because obviously that's like the whole point of Halloween is just to get
Was it
mad
because it's a
candy.
pagan holiday? Is that what your mom was like, "No?"
Yeah, yeah. We were in church on Halloween. She wasn't having
Shout
it.
out to damn!
But
She
I
was
tell
the
you what
full
though,
opposite, she like, "I'm not."
yeah, no, we were in church. But I will say, as I got older, I realized you don't need to celebrate Halloween. Go to Dollar Tree
The day
the
after,
next
bro.
day, and then
Telling you.
everything is half
Yeah,
off.
come
And
on,
I was
man.
like, oh, so this
Use
is
your
stupid.
Open your third eye, brother. I'm
Y'all
telling
buying
you.
candy at,
Y'all
at a
tripping. You're
premium.
not you're not playing the game right. You
I'm getting
probably
it
still
on
buy candy
discount.
at the movie theater.
Yeah,
Suckers.
yeah, yeah.
Suckers.
Not doing
You
that.
know what I
Definitely
mean?
not
Like,
doing that.
no,
Going
no,
straight to
man,
Dollar
like, that's
Tree.
right. Oh, that's see, that's the beautiful thing. I'm glad that you at least understood the traditions. Dollar Tree,
Yeah.
CVS, you're like,
Nah,
all of those.
CVS be overcharging. CVS be overcharging.
I don't know what CVS is be doing by you. The day after Halloween for us, you get the king size pack, like $5, and you get the variety pack with the king size joint.
Nah, I gotta compare that price to what they selling over at
Yeah, I
Dollar
mean, y'all don't
General.
have CVS anyway. Y'all got Dwayne Reeds and shit.
We have CVS, buddy. All right,
Alright,
relax.
like 5 of them.
We have CVS and we have Walgreens. Thank you.
I mean, in
We have all
Jersey,
of
maybe.
those. No, we have CVS, Walgreens, and Dwayne Reed. And well, actually, I think one of them bought the other one, so now they're a giant conglomerate. But
Yeah.
whatever.
Alright. Alright, I'll let it go. What's your favorite candy then? Since you're the candy man.
Man, like all time.
Yeah,
All right, so to me, Starburst is like probably the
it's
candy
not
that
bad.
I've eaten the most in my lifetime.
It's not bad.
It's a classic. You can never go wrong. You know, I just had some Starburst the other day, and I told myself, I was like, "Yo, don't eat the whole pack. Just sitting here." I'm a fucking grown man. I have to tell myself this. Like, "Yo,
Mhm.
don't eat the whole pack," and I'm just eating them, just tearing them up. I'm just like, I'm just like one after the other. And I was sitting at work thinking, like, "Yo, I hope nobody doesn't come over here thinking like, yo, this guy's eating mad candy over here in the corner by
For
himself."
real.
But
Just making a note of that for HR,
yeah. It's just like
situations later
I don't
down
know
the
if this is a
line.
violation, but it is odd. He's a grown man. Why does he eat so much candy back to back? Someone check to make sure that he has health
Yeah,
coverage for his dental coverage. But
yeah, nah, for
yeah, I
sure.
would say Starburst for in terms of like candy, because to me, like there's a difference between candy and chocolate.
I was just about to
Starburst,
ask you that if you count chocolate as candy, okay.
Starburst for candy. Goobers is probably my favorite chocolate. Um, and it sucks because I can't really, we can't have, we have to be a nut free home because peanut allergies and stuff. So I really haven't had like all my favorite like nut
Was
related.
Coleman allergic to peanuts? Or Shannon?
He has had allergic reaction to nuts,
Ah,
so
damn.
maybe he'll grow out of it. Hopefully,
Or maybe
um,
maybe it'll be tree nuts and not pine nuts. I don't know
it's
which one is
specific.
which,
So
but
like peanuts, he can't have, but he ate
damn.
walnuts one time
Yeah,
because somebody left a piece of carrot cake with, and it had like walnuts on the side of it,
yeah.
and I turned my back. Next thing I know, this dude had the thing. Oh, it was one of those like plastic containers that closes. He popped it open and was like this. I was like, no. Then I'm like, I gotta wash his mouth out, wiping his mouth out. I'm like, no, because I'm like, oh my god, like we had the EpiPen or whatever.
Yeah.
But I was like mad nervous. I'm like,
Probably
oh shoot.
hysterically crying because he's traumatized now that you, like,
Yeah, he's like, why
washing
are
him
you
out.
taking food away from me? Mind you, he does not, he does not play by his food. Like if I take his plate away from him real quick, he flips out. Like flips out. I could take an empty plate away from him and he gets mad. I'm like, there's no food on. I'm like, you're done. He's like, no, more. He
Yeah,
points his hand, more,
yeah, more.
more.
You
I'm
gotta
like,
get
that's
him
actually
doing
not,
you gotta get him
it's
doing the
this, but
more, yeah,
he just starts
yeah,
doing this. He's like, put more, more,
yeah. He said,
more.
"Listen, I don't
He's
have
like, you know
time
what
to."
it means, nigga.
Right.
More. He don't
You
play.
know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, he does not play. He
I
does
got I
not
got
play.
a sign language speech impediment. This is more,
Yeah,
okay?
yeah, yeah. He's like, yo, put it in there. Put
You
it
know what
in.
I'm saying? Put it in my
Put it in
hands.
his hand right here.
Oh, man. I mean, for me, I would probably say, I'm a jelly beans guy. I like
Wow. Okay.
following specifically.
Underrated.
I like the yeah, jelly bean, not the popcorn and not the black liquor. So it's hard because the bottom barrel of jelly beans is like atrocious, but I really like jelly beans and gummy candies in general. Haribo gummy bears, delicious.
Oh yes, yes. See,
Gas
but
with go with
are
the
gummy
originals.
bears candy?
Like gummies. I mean, that's why I went jelly beans over the gummy
Yeah.
bears because that's another one that's like it falls into a weird category of like are gummies candy. I think they are, but like I understand the faction that doesn't. I do
I mean,
not
it
consider
is.
chocolate candy, so I'm glad that you separated that on yours because my favorite chocolates, um, is two different ones. So for Halloween, my favorite chocolate is the little fun size Three Musketeers. Something about the nougat. I don't know why
Mm.
I like it. It's nice, soft nougat. It's cool. But for Easter, I like the specific Easter egg Reese's. I feel it's the best use of the chocolate to peanut butter nougat ratio.
Nigga doing a full breakdown.
I mean, I'm just saying it's just better. On the regular Reese's, it's a little bit too compact, it's a little too mushed together. I'd rather do the Kit Kat if we're going original chocolate candies there. Break me up a piece, put it in the fridge. You can make sure it snaps and doesn't melt in your fingers. That's just a pro tip for you guys at home. But for Easter and you going on the Easter egg hunt, you want to find the one with the good chocolate candy. That you can't go better than that chocolate Easter egg. But if you eat them fucking Cadbury bunnies, I'm looking at you weird. Like I
Chocolate
promise
bunny?
you. Not the Cadbury. Yeah, no, you're right. Cadbury is a chocolate. What's the
You talking about?
marshmallows?
Oh,
Peeps.
those like
Peeps.
marshmallows?
The
The
peep
marshmallows?
joints.
Yeah, those
Yeah,
are
the peep
trash.
ones.
Those are
Yeah,
trash.
nah. I'm
Get that
looking
out of
at you
here.
funny, dog.
Get that
Straight
out
up.
of here.
Straight up. Get that
Get
up out
that
of here.
out of
That's
here.
like you stealing all the almond joys on Halloween. You know what I mean? Get up out of here. Almond joys and mounds. There's no place for you here.
It's
You look like a
unnecessary strain.
nigga
I
that eat
love almond
mounds.
joy.
That's it.
I
Nah, yeah,
love
see,
almond
no,
joy. Are you
you
kidding
look
me?
like an almond joy ass nigga. That's
Yeah,
no. Yeah, see,
yeah.
that's your
Me and my
problem. See,
mom used
that's
to
your
tear them.
problem right now.
Me and my mom used to tear it up. That's old folk.
This is
That's
why
old.
your
You ain't.
mom had. This is why your mom had you in church. This is exactly
Yeah,
why.
yeah.
Because you are
And she would have the almond joys too. She would get the almond joys.
the
Yeah, there you go.
watermelon candies.
Yeah, yeah. If we talking old school candy now, because I go back too.
Yeah,
Mary Jane's, come on, son.
no,
What you know about it? What you know about
nothing.
that?
Actually, I have no idea what Mary Janes are. I
It's a
have no
little too
idea what
old
Mary
for
Jane.
you.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I know the little
Or the Tootsie
saltwater
Rolls, but
toffees and
like,
shit.
yeah, the Tootsies, but they like not really like chocolate, but they got the different flavored ones like cherry Tootsie and like
No,
lemon
there was
Tootsies.
another one that was like the little toffee candies that has like the white in the middle. It's like tan on the outside with the white in the middle. I can't remember what they called, but like them shits was atrocious, bro. Like
Okay,
like
okay.
just the
No,
traumatizing
you have
candies that
no
they would get.
respect for candy made.
Church purse candy is what I call it, and it's not shit is not ideal. The watermelon candy, my nana, shout out to Nana Pearl, um, she would always have some of the watermelon candies laying
Mm,
around, or like the butterscotch candies as well. She liked the butterscotch candies too.
yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah, no, like nah, I'm not doing it. Anything that's in like a clear plastic wrapping, like individually wrapped, like nah, we cool off of that.
Okay, so no mints.
Yeah, I'm cool off of the mints too. They're a little too harsh.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm cool over that. I do like the green bag of Lifesaver mints. Green bag. Don't give me no blue bag shit. All right. Don't bring like I'm not fucking playing. Don't bring me no fucking peppermints, dog. Spearmint only. I'll fight you for real. If I
I love.
take one of them Lifesaver mints and I don't see the bag that it came from, I'll
Yeah,
smell the bag.
yeah,
Because if
yeah,
it's a
yeah.
peppermint and not a
You
spearmint,
tossing it
where
back.
I gotta throw hands, bro. Like I just get no, we gotta throw hands because like
It's like,
you
sir, you
clearly
actually can't put the candy back in it. No, 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 no. Actually,
no
I'm
no no
good.
no because you
When you
don't
leave in
respect
the
me as a
when you
man.
leave when you leave in the restaurant and you take the candy, you smell it, you're like, nah, I'm good. Like, sir,
Yeah, no,
actually,
I'm
you have to
straight.
take it. That's unsanitary. It's like, no, no,
Yeah.
no, you're
Or if
good.
you
It's
do get the mints,
unsanitary
you know
that
what
you
I'm
tried
saying?
to
Get the,
serve
yeah.
that to me.
Is that like I honestly can't believe that you guys actually pushed this shit. This is like you might as well sell me fentanyl. Like if we're being for real. like this is the fucking atrocity, bro.
I
I
love
can't get
how
behind it.
I love how Dad Rules just turned into us breaking down candy for 5 minutes. This is
I
good.
mean,
This is what
this is
people
what I'm
needed.
gonna be doing tonight. Ari's
Yeah.
not gonna eat this candy. This candy's for me.
He's like, yeah, yeah, go over there and get that
Yeah,
candy.
go play
Yeah.
with your toys. This is not for you. This is not for you. This is for me. And my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law are gonna be coming with us too. So we're gonna we're gonna all be going to the school thing as a family. And I don't know if they're doing this, but I'm definitely scoping the candies as she collects them. I'm putting like my mental claim to the candies like as she collects that shit. Like, oh, a Three Musketeers. She got three of those. That's three. All
Yeah.
three of those is mine.
Yeah.
I know that's another thing about making those my favorites. Like not a lot of people fuck with Three Musketeers like that. So
How do
you
you think
know,
she's gonna feel when she sees she collected all this stuff? She did all the walking around, and she was all cute, and she had to put the whole performance on, and her dad just steals all her candy. How do you think she's gonna feel about
I brought you in this world. I'll take you out. That's how I feel about
He
it.
said she
You know
won't
what
know
I'm
because she'll be
saying?
asleep.
Exactly. They're like, hey
NyQuil.
man, you ever go night night?
Yeah.
Hey, like straight
He's
up.
like, I
I
got
ain't got no
candy for
time
you. It's in a spoon and it's grape flavored. Here you go.
exactly. Yeah, go ahead to sleep, boo
Yeah.
boo. But that's nah, man. Like that's the thing for me is I don't really I can't
You have no shame.
do the yeah no I have no shame whatsoever. Now I hope she eats some of the candy with me. Maybe she'll eat some candy, but she's not
I
like
hope.
Arya's not like that. She really don't. She don't do it. If it was like a breakfast bar or like some yeah, they got these little like breakfast bars. It's almost like a Nutri-Grain, but for kids type shit.
Word.
Yeah, she fucking loves them shit. She had two of them this morning for breakfast.
I be tearing
Yeah,
those up at
so
work too. Yeah. Shout out
yeah,
to the
I
Nutri.
love 'em, but that's the thing. Like we tried to grow her up with it, like because we had them when she was like first making the transition from like baby to infant type of thing. And now we were like, okay, so now we're growing you into like the toddler phase. We'll get the Nutri-Grain. And she was like, no, you won't, because I don't like these. I want the bar. I don't
So
want
you
the
can get them if
Nutri-Grain.
you want, but I ain't
Yeah,
eating
like,
them.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not eating that shit. I was like, fine, because daddy loves Nutri-Grain. So I've been eating the Nutri-Grains. We got the big BJ's box too. So it was like,
Oh, so
or the
you really
Sam's Club
committed.
box. Yeah, so we really committed to it. And it was like, we probably should have did the trial run first, but it's cool
Yeah.
because I fucks with Nutri-Grains. Um, but we have not since made that mistake. We keep with the breakfast bars until she tells us otherwise. She'll probably be in high school eating them shits the way she eats them now. Like you laughing, but I'm telling you, buy Coleman
No,
one.
I believe you. I believe you.
Buy Coleman one and just see. You'll see. You'll see.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. Imma definitely oh, I guess I gotta get something to put candy in, right? Um, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you choose to go that route.
Yeah, well, I'm sure people will be giving it out, so I want some. For him, air quotes.
Naturally,
Yeah.
yes, for
Yeah,
him.
yeah, yeah. Yes. For the
I'm sure
children,
you'll have all
for
the
the
almond
kids.
joys that you can possibly handle, bro. I don't think
Hey,
anybody's
man.
taking those nasty ass
Hey,
candies from you.
don't sleep. Don't sleep.
Coconut in your fucking chocolate is ridiculous.
Delicious. Delicious.
No, it's not. But whatever. We appreciate everybody for rocking with us, man. We love everybody. We love your support. Don't forget, like, subscribe,
Yes.
share the podcast, please. While
Comment.
also continuing to listen, comment, let us know what you think. This episode sucked. This episode was great. You should do more of this. You should do less of this. All
Your
of that
candy
stuff,
takes are
man.
terrible.
Yeah, mostly that'll be for you because my candy takes are immaculate. But but don't trip little kids, Aaron. But like anything, any feedback that you guys have for us or things that you want to hear, like yeah, comment, man. Comment on our Facebook, any of that stuff, any and all engagement, man. We looking forward to hearing from you guys. But we just love being with y'all every week, and we appreciate the support. So thank y'all, man. It's been another episode of the No Rules Podcast. Peace.
Thanks.